There is something about roads at night. During the day, they feel safe, familiar, predictable. But at night, they change. The same roads stretch longer, the same turns feel wrong, and sometimes they lead somewhere they were never meant to. Most people think getting lost is just a mistake, a wrong direction, a missed turn. But what if some turns are not accidents? What if they are invitations? Part 1. The Night Drive. It was a quiet night. Too quiet. The kind of silence that presses against your ears until it starts to hurt. The sky above was empty, swallowed completely by darkness. No stars, no moon, just a thick, endless void. The road ahead was barely visible, lit only by pale headlights. Trees lined both sides, tall, unmoving, like shadows frozen in time. Everything felt normal, at first. Then the signal disappeared. No warning, no flicker, just gone. The navigation screen went dark, and in its place, only blackness staring back. That's when it appeared, a road, narrow, hidden, almost invisible. It shouldn't have been there, but it was. Part 2. The Feeling. There was something about that road, something wrong. It didn't look dangerous, it didn't look broken, but it didn't feel right either. It was too still, too quiet, like it wasn't just a road, but something waiting. One thought said, "Keep going straight," but another voice, softer, deeper, said only one word: turn. Part 3. The Decision. The wheel moved, slowly, almost as if guided by something unseen. The tires left the main road, and the moment that happened, the world changed. Part 4. The Shift. The air went cold, not slightly cold, suddenly cold, like stepping into a place that had never known warmth. The trees grew thicker, their branches stretched inward, bending over the road, like arms reaching. The headlights struggled to cut through the dark ahead. And then, the fog appeared. Not rolling in, not drifting, forming, rising from the ground, like something waking up. Part 5. The Silence. There were no sounds, no insects, no wind, no life. Even the engine seemed quieter, as if the sound itself was being consumed. The deeper the road went, the heavier the silence became, until it was unbearable. And then, a sound broke it. Part 6. The Impact. A crash, sudden, violent. The vehicle jerked to a stop. The silence returned, instantly. Stepping outside felt wrong. The air smelled of damp earth, age, something rotting. Looking around revealed nothing. No body, no animal, no sign of impact, just the empty road dissolving into fog. But the feeling remained, the feeling of being watched. Part 7. The Whisper. At first, it was barely there, a faint sound, so soft it could have been imagined. Help. The word hung in the air, unclear, distorted, then again, help me. Closer now. The voice didn't sound human, not completely. There was something broken about it, something unnatural, but it sounded desperate and impossible to ignore. Part 8. Into the Dark. Every instinct said leave, get back in the vehicle, drive away, now. But the voice pulled, not physically, mentally, like invisible hands reaching inside the mind, guiding each step forward, away from the road, into the forest. The trees closed in fast. The path behind seemed to disappear, and ahead, something appeared. Part 9. The Cabin. A structure stood in the distance, old, decayed, Wrong. A cabin, hidden deep within the trees. Its windows were dark, its walls were cracked, and its presence felt occupied. Part 10. Entering the Unknown. The door creaked open slowly. The sound echoed far longer than it should have. Inside, darkness, thick, heavy, almost solid. The smell was unbearable. Rot, age, something else, something worse. The walls were covered in markings, symbols, carved deeply, carved repeatedly, not random, not meaningless. They looked like warnings or messages. Part 11. The door. Without warning, slam, the door shut behind. The sound echoed like a gunshot through empty air. Silence followed. But this silence was different. It wasn't empty. It was alive. Part 12. The presence. At first, nothing. Then, movement. Not from outside, from inside. A shadow shifted along the wall, but there was no light to cast it. It stretched unnaturally, twisting, bending, forming something that shouldn't exist. Then, it stepped forward. Part 13. The entity. It wasn't human. It only looked like one. Its limbs were too long, its body too thin, its movements wrong. Like it didn't understand how to exist properly. Its face stayed hidden in the dark, but its eyes, they were visible, empty, deep, watching. Part 14. The voice returns. You came. The voice wasn't coming from it. It was coming from the walls, from the air, from inside the mind. You weren't supposed to leave the road. The words felt heavy, like they carried meaning beyond sound. Part 15. The truth. Nothing here was random. The road, the fog, the voice, the cabin. It was all connected, designed, planned with one purpose: to bring someone here. Part 16. The chase. The moment movement started, it followed. Not walking, not running, appearing closer. Every step, it was nearer. Every breath, it grew stronger. The forest twisted. Paths changed. Nothing stayed the same. The road was gone. Everything was gone. Except it. Part 17. Desperation. Running felt useless, but stopping felt worse. The air grew heavier with every second. Breathing became harder. Thinking became impossible. And yet, something appeared ahead. The road. The vehicle. Waiting. Part 18. Escape. The engine started instantly. No delay, no resistance. The vehicle moved forward. The forest fell away. The fog disappeared. The air felt normal again. Sounds returned. Everything felt real, safe. Part 19. The realization. Relief settled in slowly. The nightmare was over, or so it seemed. Then, something moved, a small shift, barely visible. In the mirror. At first, nothing. Then, Part 20. The final horror. It was sitting there, in the back seat, still, silent, watching. Those same empty eyes, that same unnatural shape, and then it leaned forward, closer, closer, until its presence could be felt right behind, and the voice whispered, "Wrong turn." The road continues. The night remains, and somewhere, hidden beyond maps and memory, another road waits, another turn, another mistake. Because some roads don't lead to places, they lead to things. And once they find you, they don't let go. So if you're ever driving alone, at night, and you see a road that feels unfamiliar, don't question it, don't explore it, and no matter what you hear, don't follow the voice. Because the moment you take that turn, you're no longer lost. You've been found. The end.